way, want to say hello to the #1 chat room on YouTube. Everybody down there in the chat, I appreciate you tonight. Once again, just hit that like button for the chat and place a comment in the comment section and share this video with one person. If you haven't went back and caught up on the 2 videos that I dropped today, please go by and check them out. Hit that like button on them, share them, and comment in the comment section. Can you do that for me? Man, y'all are the best. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let's bring the fellas up and we're finna get into this thing, all right? I'm gonna hold him too long. Got JR. Oh man, he resting up already.
They told me bust on my AP. Perfect timing.
There he is.
Perfect timing.
I don't know.
It's perfect.
Perfect time. We gotta rest up today, baby. We resting up, baby. Yeah. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, man. I appreciate you tonight, JR. Let me see. Can I find Greg? I think he's still working on some stuff back there. Look like. There he is.
What the heck, the Greg?
What's going on? Wattless Greg. He just resting up. Oh man, boy, y'all here tonight, man. Y'all had a good Thursday, man.
Absolutely, man. Hey, man. When my wife had told me, she said, "Look, he got player of the week." I said, "Yes."
That's it. That's well deserved. Well deserved. All right, chat. All right, chat. Everybody, wrist up in the chat. Wrist up a W12 in the chat. Put it on us tonight. Put it on us. Good day. Good day for Shedeur Sanders. Let's go ahead and get into the program. We're gonna got about 45 to 50 minutes, and I'll let y'all go. Check this out, JR. Shedeur Sanders, player, well, he the rookie of the week. When you look at, go back and watch and check out his journey from where he came from and to now, you say what?
Man, I say what a tumultuous experience and ride, man, to have your draft night be soured by whatever entities involved in that, to take away that experience from that young man. You know, we all biting our nails trying to figure out if he's gonna be drafted, what's happening, what's going on. Then you go through the whole situation with Cleveland. Rookie mini camp coming in, he not getting reps. Training camp, he not getting reps. Not getting reps through the regular season. To be 3 games in as a starter, and now you are rookie of the week. And little known fact, put up the most passing yards in the NFL that week as well. So it's a beautiful thing to see. Like Bucky would say, man, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, Greg.
Greg, when you also look at his journey and you think about that draft, and you look at him and Cam Ward, you say what?
I don't know, man. I just say it shows you a lot on what they're dealing with. I mean, we saw it from the beginning. You know what they willing to do. We kind of had an idea like how far could they go. You know, when you look at Cam Ward #1, Shedeur #144, the extreme between that, all because of what? To prove a point, humble him. Like it shows you what extreme they willing to go to. Now, what's everywhere? The whole time they was advertising him while he was on the bench all overseas. You remember?
Yeah.
Like the whole time they was leveraging him, but he wasn't playing. But they was benefiting. You know, people trying to see is he going to play. It's really amazing to see the lengths that people will go. Now we look at it. We say, well, they put him in the game. Was they planning on putting him in the whole time? Possibly. So it just, that's what I see when I look at it. I'm like, yeah, he breaking records. Did he not do that at Jackson State? Did he not do that at Colorado? It's not like he's just now breaking records. He's all them records. He got his jersey up in Colorado. Nobody like that, but he broke plenty of records at Colorado. Plenty of them. Just like he already doing in Cleveland. But he just don't get the credit. So it's really weird.
Yeah, JR. Pick it back off what Greg taught saying. When you look at the whole situation, and let's talk about that draft. JR, I won't dive in there for about 2 or 3 minutes. That draft.
Yeah.
People saying it was collusion. People saying Cam Ward was better than him and Jackson Dart was better than him. And I know a lot of people ain't gonna want to hear this. And Coach Prime might not want to hear this either. It started with Coach Prime. Coach Prime went on them podcasts saying, hey, he ain't playing in no cold weather. you know,
I mean,
he said, we ain't going to Cleveland, we going to New York.
Yeah, look, I definitely a lot of posturing by Coach Prime, man. You know, but at the end of the day, man, talent is talent, man, and talent always gonna rise to the top, right? So when you look at the draft situation, and like I said, he threw a big extravagant party because he knew, look, my play in the collegiate realm has done enough to warrant me a first round, a day one, hear my voice name call on day one. And it's, like I said, it's sickening that he was deprived of that, hearing his name on day one. Look, with potential to be number 1 draft pick, all of those things, man. So to hear your name deprived of that, it got to be a gut punch, man. But look, he took it like a champ. He spoke to his people. It's not the outcome we expected, but we're moving on to bigger and better things. We just didn't know bigger and better things was going to come to fruition this late in the season. We thought it was going to come to fruition early in the season. You're outperforming them in rookie minute camp. You're outperforming in training camp. But yet, you still have to wait until this time to showcase your best strength, your talent on the field. And it's like I said, it's a beautiful thing to see right now, man. The young man he's getting in his groove. He's establishing himself as a voice on that team. And look, he told them after that first game in Las Vegas, look, I'm what the people looking for. Actually, he said that before the game. I'm what they looking for. So look, he giving them the spark that they need. And I'm excited to see what these next 4 games look like for Shedeur.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm quite the opposite now. I told y'all, you know, the way they were dogging him in the camp, the way they had him throwing in them trash cans and had him on the play field, the little kid playground, when the big kids over there and they put him on the little field. I know I saw the writing on the wall. I never thought that he was gonna be out there early. As a matter of fact, if it weren't for Joe Flacco leaving and how all that maneuvering wouldn't have happened, but at the same time, I felt like it wouldn't going to happen this year. You know, I mean, I'm gonna say this: him playing maybe not much as a surprise late in the season. Him coming out there, as much as we know about him and throwing and breaking records, that's a whole nother level. That's a smack in their face for him to come out there and break records. Like only 2 starts and then going to your 3rd start, boom. You know, so that's a real smack in their face because what we heard, he wasn't ready. He didn't know how to call the plays. He got a weak arm. He's not athletic. Dylan is a super cute computer, and he's I don't know what he is, a Dale or something. I mean, they played him down the whole time. We watching the stats. We watched every time he threw. Mm-hmm. That's fraud. 3 touchdowns of practice. He was leading all the practices. We watched the whole camp, leading up to camp. We watched it. And they sit up there and play dumb. So it's not like he wasn't doing it. So to me, I was like, well, they gonna play it like that. They ain't finna do right by him. So it's a miracle that he even out there and he's showing what he's doing. That he was able to maintain his psyche long enough to be able to do it. Maybe that girl from the Club Shay or whatever. Maybe that little light skinned girl. Maybe she helping him out. Little doctor, whatever her name is. You know, he been hanging with her.
Oh, okay.
You know, she's a psychology person. I told you he needed a shrink. I told y'all dogged me out when I said he needed a shrink. She up there being his shrink. You know, she up there being his mental health coach. I said, man, that's what he needs. He definitely needed it in Cleveland.
All right. When you do look at it, JR, you know, the word on the street, according to Mary Kay, Kevin Stefanski should get the credit for developing Shedeur Sanders, the progress that he done made on the field as a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. And when I listen to her, you know somebody inside the building is telling her that information, because I believe Kevin know he finna get fired at the end of the season. And he got to put that word out there some kind of way that he's responsible for Shedeur Sanders going forward. Now, when you do hear that, is Kevin right? Or did Kevin really want to start Shedeur, but the NFL or the owner told him no? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it don't make no sense when you're a head coach.
Yeah.
When you're a head coach, 2-time coach of the year, to choose Dylan Gabriel over Shedeur Sanders. Too many people don't do that. Talent alone, especially when you're running an organization that need a quarterback.
Yeah. Look, if collusion is the thing, then I mean, what is Kevin Stefanski supposed to say? Right? He can't go out there and say, well, we colluded against him, so that's why I couldn't come out and say his name, and that's why we chose Dylan. And like, obviously, he can't say that. So, if collusion's not the case, if I'm Jimmy Haslam, I'm asking, how did we get it wrong? How did we get this evaluation wrong? That's why it's been a problem with the organization. We can't get the quarterbacks right. So from one coaching staff to the next coaching staff, we continuously get the quarterback evaluation wrong. I don't understand it, because Myles Garrett got developed with Cleveland. Denzel Ward got developed with Cleveland. They're some franchise guys. So you didn't miss on them, but you're missing on quarterbacks. So to me, it got to be some form of, maybe a smidgen of collusion. I'm not going to step all the way out there and say, it's complete collusion, but maybe a smidgen of collusion, because there's no way you're telling me that a guy that's evaluated by all the third-party evaluators as a number one guy, but you got him in the 5th round, and you like, well, we'll just take him in the 5th round. That just don't make sense to me. So if I'm Jimmy Haslam, I'm asking that question what are we doing evaluation? What are we doing evaluation-wise of QBs? And then the sickening part of it all, of course, he's gonna get all the credit. B. Watts, the head coach, he's gonna get the credit.
Okay, let me stop you right there. If he get the credit, you tell me he developed Shedeur, you too, Greg, in 3 weeks and couldn't develop 12 quarterbacks that he don't have up under him before Shedeur Sanders. Ain't no talent. Talent ain't got nothing. Deion Sanders ain't did nothing for Shedeur.
I mean, that's the crazy thing, man. And from an optics standpoint, that's how the NFL moves. Everything within the shield. But from the hood, from the street standpoint, we know what the real is. We know our eyes are not going to deceive us or fool us. We've been seeing it, Greg. We've been seeing it for quite some time.
Well, I mean, word on the street is now it's leaking out. I know I heard it with Ocho and Shannon that he's saying he want to get out. So that's the new thing they leaking.
Yeah.
That he want to get up out of there. That's like almost
he's going to get fired.
Colorado to go to Memphis. Like, oh, I got a job promotion. No, you was about to be out. He gave you enough head out to let you go find a job. So he throwing out fillers because he know he gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Like, they ain't want to be there in their way.
Yeah.
I didn't get fired. I quit. Type of thing. So that's what he's doing. I quit. You know what the thing is, because that thing he just did on Sunday, that little stunt down. Like, I don't care who in on it, but you're gonna take the fall for that. We're gonna lose the game anyway, just to lose it. All right, kick a field goal and tie the game. No, I'm gonna lose. I ain't never seen that like that in my life. Lose the game with your own, not the players. The players didn't lose. The coach intentionally not the field goal so you can lose by the same amount of points. So it's like, all that he got going on. I don't know. I guess you could say you taught Shedeur how to throw the ball, even though he broke all the records at Colorado and he won the Golden Arm Award. because that's the only thing that's winning games. Because your clown behind and let them nobody throw the ball before Shedeur, and you wouldn't let Shedeur throw the ball to this past week. That's why he threw over 300 yards. We clear to watch that he only threw the ball 20, like a little over 20 times the week before, and we know you didn't let him throw it with the Raiders. So you wasn't letting him throw. Everybody went out there and said you let Dylan Gabriel throw the ball 52 times. And then soon after that, let you know Shedeur don't threw the ball, 47 times? So it's like, you ain't developed nothing. You just, I mean, ain't no plays he learned in the last few weeks that he didn't learn the whole summer while he was studying. The whole summer. That's when he learned the playbook. So what did you develop? What did you do? You didn't teach him how to play the position of quarterback. He got his own quarterback coach. Matter of fact, the quarterback coach said, "Oh, now the Shedeur playing, I'll be up there more."
Right.
So of course, he's gonna be tighter because he getting more reps with everything. He's getting more reps with his team and with his coach. Because why get all the reps with your coach when you're on the bench four quarterbacks back? Well, he's better. He's not coming out the bench in the third quarter. He can do his little warm ups and do all that crap for an hour for the game. You can't do that when you're on the bench. So. The difference.
It is, man. It is. It's weird, man. It's weird. We probably never know what happened until Shedeur go out there and just light him up, and he in control. He probably come out with that tell-all book and tell everything behind what went on behind the scene. He can't say nothing right now because you know the word out. He's still running. He don't know if he's gonna be there at the end of the season. He don't know if he's gonna be there next year, JR. And man, that can do
that slide out of the press conference. He was like,
that can do a mental thing to you, boy. And then you still go out there and throw for 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, and you know your team ain't playing for nothing. You ain't won the 3 games.
Well, he said too. He keep talking about this trust. I play better with trust. I do better with trust.
Yeah,
keep putting that out there. With trust, I'm better. That's who I am.
He said when he said that, he sent a message to who?
The coach.
Stefanski.
Yeah. Exactly.
You get the most out of me with trust.
Exactly. He tell you he know how to play football. I got your plays.
The only person who talk about trust that much is a woman.
That's it.
All he do is talk about trust lately. Trust. I'm like, he talking about a whole lot of trust.
That's all he was saying. Every interview, he said in the press conference. Then he went down the hallway to another guy and did it. That's all he hollered. Trust, JR.
I mean, that's what it's about, man. And obviously, the message is being sent to Kevin Stefanski to say, "Look, man, whether you trust me or not, right? I'm gonna be a professional. I'm gonna do my job, and that's what it's about at the end of the day, man. Look, the NFL is a moving organization with a name or without a name. It's going to continuously go. People going to continuously watch it. So you rarely hear players speak against the shield while they're playing actively. You don't hear that. When they out, they'll say, hey, they did this to my body, or I didn't get taken care of this way. I didn't appreciate the coaches this way. But when they're in there, you don't hear players, going against, because, I mean, who does that? That's your place of work. Unless you're planning on quitting. But while you're there, you rarely hear players speak out against the shield. So they'll get to the podium and they'll say the things that they need to say to get a message across. That's what you're doing. You're letting them know, look, man, it's a trust thing. Look, I don't trust you, you don't trust me, but we need to be professionals and get out here and do our job. It is what it is. Shiloh said it, man. Like I said, Shiloh said it in his last bit. You think Shedeur care if he was taken out on that 2-point conversion? Of course he care. He can't say it. So he gonna come to the podium and say, look, man, the play is the play. I'm a professional. That's what he gonna say.
He kept saying, he's just doing his job.
I'm just doing my job.
But is that not what we've been talking about how many months? Ain't that the message they want to send to Shedeur?
Yeah.
Don't be no hero. Just do your job. We just took a game off from under you, made you lose. You know that you came back, but you ain't keep control if you win or lose here. If they want to throw that game, we watched the blatant throwing of the game. We just blame on Stefanski. But how many coaches do it every week? that you like, that you don't. I like Mike Thomas. I ain't gonna say that. He up and Mike. What's that? Stefanski. He's been on the dog. He's been in the doghouse for the whole season. So everything he do is under the microscope, and everybody pointed out they have no shame. So you see everything he do, but other coaches do stupid stuff too, and you don't write it off as incompetence. And the Reed do it, you say, well, no, that was interesting. But you see him as a good coach. These coaches do stuff, whether it's that type of stuff, or whether it's the play call. Like, you're not in control of the play call. You can look at it from the game, or even the quarterback and say, they ask him all the time, Shedeur, would you have to call a different play? I'm not going to talk against my coach. They are in full control of your success. They can call the wrong play and put you in a bad spot. Or they can just tell the lineman to dive in air and let you get sacked.
That's crazy. That's nasty work, though, man.
Nasty work, man.
That's nasty work, though, man. When I saw that video went across Twitter, I said, damn, dude, that's not one, but two of them.
Two at a time.
I said, not one line, but both of them. I said, damn, dude.
All the blocks that you see miss, and he just missed. They didn't.
That died.
I hit him.
Yeah, that nasty word. I said, damn, Shedeur must call that in the huddle.
Superman on 3.
They got them hand signals out there, man, on the sideline.
Yeah, that's stunt though.
When linemen looking to the sideline, got it. All right, cool.
They on the sideline holding up them posters.
Yeah.
Hey, that yellow card. Hey, I get 10,000. You do that. Let's go. Yeah. Oh man,
nasty work, man.
That nasty work, though, big dog. That is some nasty work. But anyway, my last topic on this: Shedeur Sanders go on the road now.
Yeah.
20 below is projected in Chicago against another #1 drafted quarterback, Caleb Williams. Everybody wrote him off his first season, but they changed coaches, and now you can see the progress he done made, and they still fighting for a playoff chance. This is another challenge for Shedeur Sanders. What's your expectation?
My expectation is the Browns probably gonna lose the game. What's the point of them winning, right? Especially if they're looking for draft positioning, like posturing themselves up and down the draft board. I think right now they're at fourth spot if the draft started today. So they're gonna go up there and lose. Look, the Bears are a good team, man. So I expect for Shedeur to go up there and have a good showing. But look, when you playing the guys that's out there doing Superman on the offensive line, like you know, that's kind of hard, man. And even though Shedeur wants to will that team to a victory, I don't think the team or the organization wants that victory. Like their milestone is not getting victories. Their milestone is we want to keep our draft position. We're too late in the season to win 4 in a row, because that can move us from the 4th draft position to the 8th draft position. So, you know, when you start thinking about stuff like that, it's real fickle games. So he's gonna go out there, he's gonna play well himself, but the team, they're gonna lose. So
my question is, what does the draft picks get them? They've been stocking up on draft picks for 30 years. Yeah, but you've been sorry, so you've been getting the draft picks every year. If you don't know how to manage your draft picks, or you don't know how to maintain it, like you go spend all this money on people, then you end up letting them go and they be superstars somewhere else, like Baker Mayfield. Like if you keep spending all this money on quarterbacks, then it's about getting another quarterback. First of all, that boy from Indiana ain't built to play. He ain't built to run for his life. He ain't built to be taking slams. Hey, who is but Shedeur? Let's be for real. Who wants to get body slammed all game? That boy ain't even built like that. He ain't been through that. He ain't played on no sorry team. Indiana been how many years in a row been in the playoff? What, they lose a couple games at most? So how is you coming Cleveland with a losing team who can't block, and now you got to develop skills and Brady mode type stuff you ain't had? You ain't have to come from behind in Indiana. That ain't your weak lane with an offensive line chase your life. So it's like it's the whole thing about I'm gonna get another quarterback. I'm gonna do this. What good is your draft picks when you can't win or you don't want to win? And as far as this game, They better have that petroleum jelly on. Quit playing with themselves. Ain't gonna be no cute stuff out there working out with no shirt on. They better put that petroleum. Y'all know about that petroleum jelly, right? That Vaseline.
Yeah.
Boy, you go out there butt naked with that Vaseline, be on fire. That what people don't. My coach told me that in high school. He played Green Bay, I think. He played a big old dude. He said that what he told us. Boy, I put that petroleum jelly. It wasn't even cold enough. It was just a little cold. Boy, I thought I was on fire there, boy. I started to take my whole outfit off. They put that Vaseline on. It don't matter how cold it is out there. It's not going through that skin. That's the trick I found out.
I already know. I grew up on that. My mama, man, when they turn winter, my mama get me and my brother. She get that. Put it on your hair. You be slick down. Put it on your face. You be down.
Hey, going to school looking like an roasted.
Yeah, man, looking like James Brown. My hair be slick. My doggone eyebrows slick. Everything. My face shining. Man.
Be on fire, boy.
You look at everybody that come to school when they cold, they lips chapped. My girlfriend, my first week, her lip was chapped. One of the kids, I said, oh no. I'm all shining and unwrinkled and everything. Hey, I know about that.
Oh, man.
Hey, I know about that Patron, boy. That thing that was right, boy. Mess around and put it on your hair and then get that straight comb. That slick, that stuff.
They get you right.
Hey, get them now. Boy, come here, let me get the kitchen. Let me get your kitchen. Hey, I remember that Vaseline, man. But anyway, fellas, let's move on from Shedeur and talk about Coach Prime and the Colorado football team. As of today, Corey Phillips is leaving Colorado football team, the recruiting staff, going to Memphis. I'm sure, even though they saying he leaving, I'm sure that first day after that last game, Coach Prime told him go find you another job. So, hey, I guarantee that what happened. Man, ain't no way you keep that recruit. He keep his job and his #1 signing last year, Jaheim Otis. That's fiber. You spent that much money on Jaheim Otis, and he couldn't even start. Only thing Jaheim Otis did was made 3 children.
Yeah. It's a fireable offense for sure, man. But what I say is congratulations to Corey Phillips, man. Look, it's a promotion, man. He's leaving one duty title as director of player personnel. He's going to be a general manager. So, man, that's a promotion, man. I can never hate on that. Black man getting promoted. I can never.
How you get promoted? You promoted. You went from Colorado to Memphis.
It's still a promotion and duty title. General manager. But I mean, he over.
No. He probably put that out there himself. He the same thing. He was the same thing at Colorado.
That's what the reports say, man. The reports say general manager. So that's still a promotion, man. Because he obviously can't be the general manager at Colorado. So he put himself out there.
Yeah, dress it up, JR. Dress it up.
Put yourself out there.
Dress it up, JR.
I mean, it's a duty title promotion, man. It's a duty title promotion.
Title promotion, $100,000 pay cut.
Yeah.
We don't know that. Nobody know what the numbers are.
Colorado to Memphis.
Make what you make in Memphis that you made in Colorado.
Exactly.
Man, look. If you leave one job and go somewhere else, why do most people leave one job and go somewhere else?
They got fired. Or they walked away.
So did he get fired? It didn't say he got fired. Yeah. So why do people leave one job and go somewhere else?
He got fired.
They're getting paid more money. That's why people leave jobs.
He got fired.
He didn't leave his job because of that. He left his job because he got fired. Until I see a report to say this man, you ain't gonna see that. You know, Coach Prime don't operate like that.
Right then I can't go off of assumptions. All I can do is support one other black man and say, look, hey, congratulations. You have promoted yourself to a general manager.
Memphis said, hey, Corey, Come on over here and do what you did for Coach Pride. Get me Jaheim Otis and let me spend this $1 million on it. He won't start.
Otis will show out at Memphis.
Hey.
He'll knock them all down at Memphis.
So that's all I'm saying. Speculation, that's cool and all, but all it says is that Corey Phillips getting the job of general manager at Memphis. So
what
he's leaving one job to go to
USA?
another job. I can only assume
I know it's in the USA, but what
he's leaving for more money.
American USA Conference.
Oh, I know it's in the USA, but I know it ain't Big 12. It ain't Big 10.
Nah.
It's still a promotion.
It's called Power 4. There's only 4 of it, and USA is not in there.
It's still a promotion. So if Coach Prime left Colorado and became the athletic director of, let's say, FAMU, that's still a promotion.
But he gonna take $1 million pay cut.
He gonna get $1 million pay cut. And that thing, he's gonna take a pay cut, but it's still a promotion. You're going to be the athletic director of a department.
You ain't promoting me taking me a $10 million pay cut.
But Corey Phillips,
you know, fam, you barely gonna pay you $1 million.
Corey Phillips is leaving director of player personnel to be a general manager. He's not leaving one job where he making a certain amount of money to go to another job to make less. He's not doing that. It don't make no sense. If you're not the head guy, he's not doing that, man. So
he was gonna go there or not have a job.
Promotion.
Yeah, man.
It's general manager not a promotion.
Not have a job. He had to go somewhere.
General manager not a promotion.
Exactly.
Is that not a promotion?
No.
It's not a promotion.
Nope.
No, because you're going to a lower level.
So don't nobody know about resumes. I don't care what level you're going at.
Promotion means increase in pay, not just
I'm saying job title specific. So if you're putting a resume together and all you got on there is director of player personnel and somebody else got general manager on there and they're looking for a general manager, guess what? When another job comes up, Corey Phillips going to be able to apply for that job because he has the title of general manager. Director of player personnel is going to be able to move you from one school. You director of player personnel at Colorado, you can be director of player personnel at Texas, can't be no general manager. You don't have the experience. It's going to
still pay more than any title he got at Memphis.
It's a promotion. A promotion is a promotion. I don't care what y'all say, man. Duty titles matter. I'm from a military background. Duty titles matter. People might get paid more than you. Duty titles matter when it comes to applying for a job. Anybody out there that put a resume out, you know what I'm saying. So you can say all you want. That man got a promotion. He's a general manager. I don't care what conference it is. General manager, it puts you in a position to go to another school in a year or 2 or 3 years. He'll be able to apply for another job as general manager at another school. That's how it works.
At another Conference USA school.
No, it could be at another school. It could be at a Big 10 school, a Big 12
my bad.
school.
You go to
You still get the experience.
I'm with you, Greg. All right, JR, let's move on to the next time. I want to talk about this right here. It's a touch it subject. It is what it is. It's just me. Juju Lewis as the quarterback for the Colorado football team going forward. Is it a good fit? Should he stay? Should he leave? To me, I still think Juju is 2 years away to reaching his peak. Now, I don't know the goals of Colorado this year. I don't know if they just want to go to a bowl game or win the Big 12. If they just want to go for a bowl game, Juju can stay. They trying to win a Big 12. I really don't think they can win the Big 12 with Julian Lewis. He's not young. He's too young. He don't have the body development yet. He can throw the ball. He just don't have that running ability. When I look at Bryce Young, Michigan, available. When I look at DJ Lagway of Florida, he's available. Those two quarterbacks can help especially in that go-go offense, better than Julian Lewis. To me, that's just my opinion. I think Juju will do good at Michigan. A pro-style offense. Auburn University. Hell, Georgia. I think he'll do good there. But Colorado, the go-go, you're going to have to take some hits. And that last play that I saw Juju run for that 4-for-1, he lost yards. He lost yards. I just don't think he's the type of, I don't think his style of play matches that. Coach Prime need a vet quarterback that can run and help them get out of harm's way. That'll make it more better. He need him, just like Utah got a running quarterback. Just like Kansas State quarterback. He can run, get out of harm's way. That's just me.
Well, I don't want to solely put nothing on Juju's shoulders as far as redshirt sophomore coming in and said, well, we're going to be Big 12 champs. Look, Colorado's so far from that, they need to focus on a lot of different things. You need defensive personnel. What's your coaching staff going to look like on the defensive side? What the rest of the offensive coaching staff going to look out? I mean,
I'm just talking about the quarterback. I'm going to get to that part.
From a quarterback situation, we don't know what the offense going to look like, because you can go back 2 years ago and look at UNLV's 2023 offense. Their quarterback didn't run the football. He passed the ball at UNLV when Marion was the offensive coordinator. And then, so if you look at Sacramento State last year, they ran the ball more because they didn't have guys that could effectively pass the ball. So I honestly think the offense itself can be utilized in several different ways. What's the strength of the personnel that we have on the team? If we got a quarterback that can make quick decisions and accurate with the football, which we believe Juju to be, then I think they'll be okay. But if it turns out Juju playing more so like K-Salt, like he's not accurate, he can't make the quick decision, then yeah, you might be in trouble, and you might want to look to bring in some more running backs, because you're probably going to be running the ball more. And that's the same thing that happened at Sacramento State. They brought in 2 quarterbacks. They thought one of the quarterbacks was going to be accurate with passing, and they thought he was going to be able to move the ball in the go-go. They figured it's not going to happen. So Marion benched him. He put him on the bench. He went with the other guy. And the other guy was more suited to run the ball. And then so their offense just took on the running portion of the go-go offense. But you look at UNLV 2023 season, that quarterback passed the ball in the go-go offense. So we got to see what's going to happen. If Juju is the guy we think he is, accurate, quick decision-making, we should be fine.
What you think, Greg?
I think the guy created something. If he's a creator, then surely he's the one who can manipulate it. So I'm sure he can make it fit whatever he wants. I mean, we put that guy in a box like he didn't create this thing. So I'm sure he got different versions and tweaks he can do if he wants to, depending on the personnel, because no personnel, whether they're a running quarterback or not, is exactly the same. You can be a running quarterback and slow as dirt. You can be a big running quarterback. You can be a slim running quarterback. You can be a Michael Vick style running quarterback. So the play is going to adjust according to your strength, like we thought that Schumann was going to do, and we thought Livingston was going to do. A smart coordinator is going to adjust to the strength. Even your line personnel is going to be different. So everything's going to be different. Running backs, receivers, you're going to have to adjust it to the strengths of the team. But what I will say, y'all play with Juju. He will be up there in Indiana. Their quarterback is gone. He's going to be like Benson. You know, Indiana wanted him, and I used to be like, well, Indiana's a joke. Now I see this. That's the Indiana that been in the playoff last 2 years. That coach wants Juju. He wanted Juju up there, and he play around. Juju is the type of quarterback fit that system, because that little dinky quarterback up there, he think he can go to NFL and be on a team like Cleveland. But that system there, they got it's built to throw the ball and run to support somebody like Juju. So that's around. You be watching him in the playoff every year.
All right. What Coach Prime need to do for the defensive side, JR?
I mean, look, if the news hasn't come out that Rob Livingston then lost his job, then you start there. We got to figure out who coaching the defense. So if Livingston's still there, I say the next thing is there has to be an identity so you can have a playing style for the defense. Can't be any more, yeah, we just going to go off the strengths of the people we got, because you might bring in some people and they ain't got nothing. I mean, look, they brought in Otis, he ain't have it. They brought in linebackers, they didn't have it. They brought in cornerbacks, they didn't have it. So now we need a system. We need some type of system that's attainable to these players where they can play fast and not have to worry about nothing. Look, running the ball, tackle the ball. That's simple.
I don't know. I think Livingston gonna be out of there. I don't think he's gonna keep one coordinator, and I don't heard enough buzz around. There's some big names coming, and on defensive side, and then more than one. So it seems like Coach Prime is gonna do that overhaul. He is not keeping no Livingston. I just don't see that happen.
I don't either, Brad.
He got rid of the OC. He got rid of the recruiter. He's not holding on to Livingston. He probably giving Livingston a time, just like he gave old boy time to line up that general manager job.
Yeah.
You give him, because you got to think about it. NFL is going through their transition too. So, they got coaches who are going to be moving around. So he's giving Livingston time to get that by that time, whatever going on with that. There's no rush. Porter, it didn't happen by the time the Porter get here. It didn't happen before the Porter, but there's no rush. Nothing going on right. It's the holidays. So, as long as he do it in time for the Portal, like I said, Coach Prime like to do a big splash. Why would he do it way before the Portal and let it die down? He like to have the buzz at the right time. Everything he do is about a massive effect. So he gonna drop it at a time where it's not competing with nothing, and it's gonna be in time where it has the long lasting effect versus it dying down by the time the Portal happens in a few weeks. So just watch for it.
Peter said Levis is a one-trick pony.
Portal open up in what, 2 weeks?
It'd be a few weeks. It'd be in there early January.
I think they got 3.
Yeah, I think it's first week of January. Portal open up.
January. So
second week in January, right?
He gonna let the Livingston's already packing their U-Haul up out there. You just don't know. He ain't going out there to Boulder. They already packing up their boxes.
Yeah,
they already getting ready. After Christmas, home for Christmas.
Yeah, I think he changing all of them. I think he changing that offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. I think he changing everybody around.
The Portal.
I heard it today. I heard it through my DM. Coach Hart gonna be over the recruiting.
They already named the new director. It's the dude that was already on the staff. Box. They already named him.
They already named him?
Yeah, but Coach Hart replacing him.
Coming out.
Hey, Coach Hart replacing him. That guy replaced your boy, and Coach Hart replacing him.
Oh, okay.
No, the dude that's gonna be the new Corey Phillips was on the staff already. Right. I forget his name. His name is something, but they call him Box. I forget his whole name, but he go by
Darian Box. Darian Box.
Y'all just put it in the chat.
Darian. I forget his first name is Darian.
Darius Darden Box.
Yeah, that's gonna be him.
We don't know who he is, but he the new Corey Phillips, and Coach Hart is the new Box.
Yeah, nah.
The portal open up on the second, man.
You gotta keep hope alive, man. You know he's a good recruiter, but he can't coach no linebackers. I'm sorry.
Coach, hey, that's exactly Matt. You hear Matt? I wasn't gonna say that. You already know.
Somebody said let Box go too. Y'all crazy, man.
Coach Hart gonna be that DC.
As long as he don't coach the linebackers, I'm all right. As long as he don't tell the linebackers.
I ain't got
okay, let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna ask y'all this. We're gonna get out of here. What positions on the defensive side is more important for the recruiting, the linebackers or the defensive line? Can't say both of them. Me personally, it got to be the linebackers. You can't do nothing without no linebacker.
I think
they got to bag up what? The line.
If they
I'm
don't, it's a
gonna go with
touchdown.
defensive line.
How you gonna say defensive line? How you gonna say defensive line and when you're linebackers, it's the most important part of the defense. They wear the mic.
Look here. If they ain't backing that line up, it's a touchdown. Matter of fact, every
Exactly.
quarterback
The linebackers. Okay, chat. Y'all help me out, chat. What's up, Jay? Help me out, chat. Before Greg and JR chime in. Which position on Colorado defensive side should Coach Prime focus on? The linebacker room or the D-line? Go ahead, JR.
Yeah, I'm gonna go D-line, man. And the reason I go D-line, because look, if you got a comparable D-line, it can make up for some bad linebacker play. And we seen that to some effects last year with what's his name in the middle?
Block Bully.
Block Bully. So if you got some comparable defensive linemen, you gonna see it up there. And like I said, my example is Block Bully. When Block Bully didn't play against Kansas State ran for how many yards last year? A lot. And that was the first time that happened, and it was the week before Block Bully got hurt. They said UCF was gonna run all over him, Greg. Block Bully was stuffing that middle. Linebackers were still getting beat. Bentley got beat on the wheel route. Nikhil Hill-Green whiffed on some tackles on RJ Harvey. We was there watching it. But that defensive line was stout. They tried to run up the middle. They couldn't do it. Jefferson tried to run up the middle. They couldn't do it. So I'm going with defensive line.
Who knocked Jefferson out the game? Who
Linebacker.
Block Bully or was it Hill-Green? I'm all for Block Bully. I'm all for Block Bully. But who was the intimidator last year? Who made a name for themselves? Who got the biggest buzz on the defense last year? Block Bully was a silent hero. But it was Hill-Green. Y'all talking about the popped up medical tents? Pow, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It was the enforcer. The defense, they didn't fear nobody. The quarterbacks, big as Jefferson is, or whatever his name, it was Jefferson.
It was Jefferson.
Green laid his butt out. That stopped them quarterbacks from thinking, oh, we just gonna take off running up the middle. Because we do make it past Block Bully, somebody gonna knock our head off.
That blue medical tent waiting on.
Flip up. If you flip up like that, I already flip it up. Flip it up over you.
All I can say is the defensive line led the Big 12 in sacks last year, 27. Not the linebackers.
You know why? Because they couldn't run the ball.
Because the defensive line.
They got past the defensive line. They got their butt hit. And Silver Trail was back there too. But you gotta think about it. They linebacker core was by far the best they ever had last year. By far. You know, Bentley played all right, but it was Hill-Green. That's why I said before Hill-Green came, I said if we had got that boy from Tennessee, hopefully he played good. Just for example, we had got him and Hill-Green at linebacker, two strong linebackers, or that boy from Florida State. They would have been in the championship. They would have beat Kansas and Kansas State. If they had another linebacker like Hill-Green, Bentley was like hit or miss. You had another enforcer like Hill-Green back there.
It would have helped.
It would have been totally different. Totally different. Them linebackers we talk about Cleveland. Cleveland got two young linebackers. You don't rarely see them miss tackles.
Nah.
They don't. When your linebackers ain't missing tackles, your run game is straight. Because your defensive line job is not to make tackles. Your defensive line job is to limit run lanes. Run lanes. Block Bully was good at limiting. But guess who have to clean up the run lane? If your linebacker don't clean up the run lane, you just wasted a Block Bully. You wasted
what's Colorado issue? They can't contain the run lanes. That's why they had the linebackers at the line of scrimmage this year.
The linebackers were running to the wrong hole.
Yeah.
They run to the right and the ball go to the left.
Running to the wrong hole. It'd be 3rd and 15. And that BYU quarterback ran for 17 yards.
You know why? Because the linebackers is all the way over there.
Defensive line, nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found. So how are you a linebacker quarterback back in the line?
TCU quarterback, 3rd and 20. He ran for it. Defensive
Why don't you
line
just name
nowhere to be
every
found.
quarterback that they played? Let's go ahead and name every quarterback, including Wyoming and Delaware. Whether it was a freshman, a true freshman, or the fourth screen quarterback, they had a record day against Colorado. Anytime the quarterback decided to run, you know why they decided to run? Because they dropped back and they saw the Red Sea open up the line. Is only so many linemen. You rushing 3-4 linemen. If they get blocked, all they got to do is find a seam. It's nobody.
I mean, look, when you got Barnes, he can't get off a block. You got Jaheim Otis giving you no effort. You got Coleman, he hurt. The other guy got hurt. The only bright spots in the box was the two freshmen. That's it. That was the only bright spot.
You know they're gonna get double team. The middle lineman, the tackle in the middle, I call them nose guard in a different defense, of course. But these guys, these tackles, they're going to get double. Brock Bully was known to take the double. But guess what? You taking a double is not good if you got nobody behind you. You're sacrificing yourself to free him up. You free the fool up, he's not even there.
So my question is, if you take Block Bully and put him on this year's defense, do you not think the linebacker play would be better this year?
Absolutely not, because they wasn't good. They wasn't Hill Green.
The linebacker play.
Hill Green wasn't made by Block Bully. Block Bully did not make him. They played together. That's the key word, together. If my defensive lineman is taking a double team,
together,
my linebacker is not doing his job.
Who starts it? The defensive line starts it.
It's no start.
But the defensive line starts it. Because look, if Block Bully doesn't command a double, then what is that offensive lineman job to do? To get to the next level.
That's not true.
To block the next defender, right?
No, because me as a linebacker, it's not automatically that lineman is going to block me. I prefer that you keep him off me, but I also must have some skills to go. I have to be able to not get blocked every time. So it still requires a certain level of skill in me. It's me as a linebacker. We're not
talking about the skill level. We're saying the responsibility of a lineman is to block the person in front of them. So they're going to block for the lane. So if there's no defensive player there, they're going to go to the next level to pick up somebody that's supposed to fill that lane, which is a linebacker. But if you got defensive linemen who can command 2 blocks, that frees up the linebacker to have free aim at the running back. And that's what we saw last year for Colorado.
It's no free nothing when you're not there.
What you mean not there?
I mean, the linebacker is not there for the lineman to block him.
That's what I'm saying. So if you
that's what he do. He can go ahead and block the secondary or somebody.
If you put Block Bully on this team this year, the linebacker play is better.
But you're not hearing what I'm saying. If you're as a linebacker is not behind Block Bully, it doesn't matter if he's taking up the block. If you all the way over there, the ball's still going right there where you're supposed to have been, because you're not reading. They're not reading. They're just running they're not reading at all. They're just running. They're not even running to where the ball is. So what good is Block Bully going to take up a double team for you to be able to make the tackle when you're not there? Hill Green was there.
All I know is looking at Colorado historically, the first year they had a bad defensive line. They got ran all over. The second year they had a better defensive line. They was able to stop the run.
The first year they also had bad linebackers, remember? The first year they had bad linebackers.
This year they had bad defensive line and bad linebacker play. So to me, if I would have
name the good linebacker they had the first year.
I'm gonna go to the defensive line first to fix the defensive line first. That's what I'm
name any good linebackers they had the first year. Name one.
Hey, what now? Till Hill Green got there.
That's what I said.
That's the issue they had. They never had any good linebackers until Hill Green. He is the anomaly, because before they had that boy Juju Mitchell came in like a week before. He played good. He didn't need no Block Bully. He was going in busting heads, but then he fell out with the coaching staff. Yeah. So they benched him. we never had no good linebacker. They had Bentley back there. They had all them other skinny linebackers they like to go get that run a 4-4 with knee braces on and all that. But they weren't linebackers. They always hybrids. Y'all, they ain't recruited a real linebacker outside of Hill Green. All they linebackers is hybrids. They DBs. They linebackers who used to be DBs playing middle linebacker with knee braces on and stuff like that. So they never really recruited a true linebacker. You can't name them, even out the portal. The only guy they would have got that boy from Florida State who faked like he was gonna come and then went back and got the money at Florida State.
Nah, JB. They recruited JB out the portal.
JB was an edge rusher. They converted him to linebacker. They converted him to linebacker when he came from Jackson State. He was edge rusher at Jackson State. He was never a linebacker. That's why they let him rush out the edge this year.
I don't know about that.
He's still an outside linebacker. He's an edge. He's like Ward. Wade. He played the same position Wade played.
But yeah, I would go if it's me, and if I'm Darius Box, whatever his last name is, I go defensive lineman. It's a must, man. You need some defensive linemen in there.
All right, fellas, that's the end of the show. I want to thank y'all input on Colorado football team, and want to thank the chat for hanging in here with us and putting your information down in the comment section. We were reading them. We appreciate y'all for joining the broadcast. JR, give us your last word along with Greg said, and we out of here.
Yeah, man. Look, excited to see what Shedeur gonna do out there in the Windy City, man. Look, whatever the game plan is, he gonna execute the game plan. Hopefully, he can get Rookie of the Week 2 weeks in a row. Hell, just make it a streak. Just Rookie of the Week until the end of the season. That'll really be a slap in the NFL face. Rookie of the Week, because I know I voted by 5-6 times. Just vote. I was like, let me vote this by 4 or 5 times, man. So, man, good luck to him out there in the Windy City, man. Hopefully, he can play his butt off, man.
What you got for Greg? I don't know, but these, it's interesting with the Shedeur thing. They moved that goalpost like, boy, that thing there, boy, that thing is mobile. Like, goalpost on wheels. That thing be moving while you kick the field goal. That's probably why they didn't want to kick the field goal, because they know that goalpost be moving. So Shedeur, if he go and throw 500 yards the rest of the season, just maybe we would consider he could be the guy next year. Like, what kind of crap is that? Who are y'all at? Like, somebody got a bed to be in Cleveland. Like, he already broke all your records. Y'all acting like he got to prove himself to you, like he ain't already broke all your little stinking records in 3 games. He showed y'all with 3 games after being on the bench, throwing in trash cans, not getting no reps, that he can outdo anything y'all put out there. And y'all talking like, well, just maybe if he do this 5 more weeks, he don't do nothing else for y'all. Y'all garbage. Like y'all are not the Philadelphia Eagles, Pittsburgh. Like nobody got to prove nothing to y'all. Y'all ain't had no quarterback that didn't do what he done. So that's what gets me about this. Like, every week you try to apply extra new pressure on this boy. Like, you wait for him to mess up. See, there you go. Like, they wait for him to fall.
Yeah.
He got to go out there in 20 degrees in December. Like, usually you don't see this weather until January, at the second round of the playoff or something like that. So
right.
I feel for him. He gonna have to wear gloves or something. I think about Michael Vick. But if he go out there and throw this ball in this cold, if he go 300 yards in this cold,
they gonna change it. They gonna move the goalpost to Josh Allen. Well, he didn't beat Josh Allen yet. Watch see.
If he have to go up there, it's probably gonna be -20 up there too and snowing. If they got to go up there, because this time of year it's a wrap. Buffalo, but it's gonna be interesting. We, as always, every day in Colorado is gonna be something new. It's like the daily soap opera or something. So I'm just any given day, I'm looking to see what's gonna pop up tomorrow.
Yeah, all right, you're right. Yeah, it's gonna be something new. If he go out there and do the same thing he did this past weekend, he got to do it again. Like Greg said, who in the hell is Cleveland? We wouldn't be watching Cleveland if it wasn't for Shedeur. Hey, Shedeur might be quarterback for the Houston Texans next year, because they quarterback CJ, he ain't doing that. Yeah.
He always want to start something. He always want to start.
Hey, Cleveland will take it. They'll do a swap. They like
they'll do a swap. Hey, we'll trade y'all Shedeur and get y'all this first round draft pick for CJ Stroud. He ain't doing that up there.
Ooh, we got it now, guys.
I'll take him down there in Houston. Shit.
Hey, guys, appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed day, man.
All right, Chad. I agree.
All right.
Are you practicing to practice or you practicing to be great? Which way am I going?
What's coming? You on the way?